I wouldn't call it modern material, but it is in some ways dealing with a modern theme, a theme that we still are all quite beholden to is energy, power, electricity. How do we make it work for us? And I think it heralds a new age that we all can identify with. This material was an older collection, and it was a collection that dealt with the domesticization of electricity and bringing it into the home. And that's imagery that can somehow be loaded with kitsch to say like, how quaint people used to be or how far we've advanced. But these were pretty novel concepts at the time. And so the thing that spoke to me in 2016 was these abstract animations and how that could be used as not just to visualize electricity, but also to visualize community forming and bodybuilding within the body. And so I was very much drawn to that as sort of a language and a different type of language than I've used before. So this will be a very different film than the type of film that I usually make or that people are used to seeing from me. I worked with a composer who I've worked with several times before, Bill Frisell. He's an old friend and a really trusted collaborator. And with someone like that, there's very little I need to do. I mean, I give him this theme. It's something that appeals to him. He has his own imagination and intuition how he's going to make music from the idea of electricity. As we're filming this now, they are off in a studio in Portland, Oregon somewhere recording.
My name is Bill Frisell, and I'm writing some music for Bill Morrison's film Electricity. I've seen little snippets of what the film might look like. So I'm recording a lot of music just with that little bit of inspiration. I'm hoping that whatever I do with the music inspires some of the choices that he makes with the film, too.
I've always thought his sense of time, that he expands time in such a magical way, has always inspired my editing. I thought that he could create something that I could then edit to that would have this elasticity, and I was really hoping he could in some ways guide the project that way.
I love writing music, and I love playing music, and I love trying to pull it out of thin air, or improvisation is part of the music. Over the years, I've learned to be more forgiving with myself, I guess. I don't care whether this is good or bad or what it is, whether it's fast or slow or sad or happy. I don't know what it is. I'm just going to try to let it come out. And that's an amazing feeling. I mean, I'm with this incredible band, Jenny Scheinman on violin and Avon Kang on viola and Hank Roberts on cello. We'll record it in different combinations of orchestration, or smaller, bigger, or faster, slower, or put a melody in it. We start to play and everybody starts shifting around and finding their spot. And to me, it almost feels like something new. It's always changing. Whatever instrument they're playing, if it's a laptop or a violin or a harmonica or whatever, the most amazing feeling is when you're in the room together playing with the people. There's all kinds of stuff starts happening.
The primary role that these films served was to educate families about how electricity could be brought into their house, how it could be made palatable, not something to be scared of, not something that electrocuted an elephant, but something that can be harnessed and is safe, and in fact is going to make your house a safer and cleaner place. How do you visualize electricity? And I found that in these examples, it's often depicted as small dots or balls or atoms, and in a lot of ways, we as bodies behave as electrical units behave. We're given towards magnetisms and repulsions, and you can look at how electricity behaves in sort of these abstract models and read into it other communities as well. I think of the editing process a lot like one might think of making a jigsaw puzzle, so that you first try to get the edges together, and that's the edges of the whole piece as well as the edges of each chapter or section within. And once you have those defined, then you can figure out where the other pieces go. And there's this great sense of achievement when you put that last jigsaw puzzle piece in and everything fits together. You're always looking for the shot that is going to end the piece, and then how that is going to play with the shot that would begin it. And I'm often open to what my opening shot is, but I always know what the closing shot will be once I see it.